The things I say are on behalf of God.
Kanye West has been on a roll in the past couple of weeks, and he's been spilling so much tea on celebrities that it's kind of hard to keep track of all the drama. But just when we thought he was done, he decided to blow us all away by exposing some celebs who have been involved in human sacrifices. Which celeb sacrificed their own son for fame? And who had their father killed as a sacrifice? More importantly, why is Kanye now speaking out after all these years of him knowing the truth? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's father, James, was killed back in 1993 in a car robbery. And while the event was tragic, Kanye West is now claiming that it wasn't so much of a tragedy because James was actually sacrificed by Michael in exchange for fame. James was on his way back from a day of golfing when he decided to pull over and take a nap because he was tired. But while he was asleep, two boys tried to rob him and steal his car. According to one of the culprits, they only planned to tie James up and not hurt him, but the other culprit pulled out a gun and shot James point blank. The wild thing about this murder is that his body wasn't found for 10 days, and then it took another 10 days before it could be identified. Well, Kanye is now claiming that this wasn't an accidental murder because Michael Jordan was in on it all along. While he didn't set his father up or physically pull the trigger, Kanye is claiming that Michael is responsible for the death.
My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah, I'm appreciative.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right?
For those of you who don't understand the concept of Hollywood sacrifices, it basically means that celebrities offer up the lives of someone close to them, especially a close family member, in exchange for fame and fortune. These celebs are almost always linked to a cult or an occult group, like the Illuminati, and it's believed that the sacrifices are a must, because that's the only way the cult knows that they're truly hungry for power. In the past, it was believed that only singers, rappers, and actors were involved with the Illuminati, but in recent times, there have been claims that sports people and even politicians are part of the Illuminati. Reacting to Kanye's claims about James Jordan's sacrifice, people left comments saying, Kanye admitting his mom was sacrificed for his career, and I've been said Michael Jordan's dad was along with all celebrities and politicians who sacrificed those closest to them for fame and fortune. The truth community that speaks on sacrifices being vindicated. F Michael Jordan, he is a piece of shit. He is a rag for the white man. He sacrificed his own father for fame and riches. And been hearing this for years. Now someone actually comes out and they're saying it exists. He ain't losing nothing. He's sane. Bill Cosby. According to Kanye, Michael Jordan isn't the only one who sacrificed a loved one for fame, because Bill Cosby allegedly did the same thing. According to Kanye, Bill didn't sacrifice his father like Michael Jordan because he chose to sacrifice his son instead.
Bill Cosby, his son, right?
Bill Cosby has had one of the biggest downfalls that we've ever seen in Hollywood because of the SA allegations that have been levied against him, as well as his imprisonment for the same crime. But we can't deny that prior to this, he had a super successful run as a comedian and an actor, and he was able to build a net worth of $400 million. Well, Kanye is claiming that he owes all of this to the sacrifice of his son, so we're going to talk about the details of the murder. An interesting thing that these deaths have in common is that they were all murdered, and none of them died under natural circumstances. Suspicious, isn't it? Anyway, Bill's son, Ennis, was killed in 1997 in what was first believed to be a robbery. He had pulled over by the side of the highway to fix a flat tire when he had gotten shot by a man who attempted to rob his girlfriend a few minutes before in her own car. But the details of the murder didn't really add up because Ennis still had on his expensive Rolex wristwatch as well as $60 cash in his pocket. Both items were easily available, so if it was really a robbery, then it only makes sense that the robber actually steals something, right? Well, Kanye's revelation has caused people to start questioning the murder all over again and saying things like, remember when Bill Cosby's son was murdered along the freeway several years ago? He was a firstborn son that Cosby had to sacrifice. His murder was no accident. Them blood sacrifice videos be entertaining. Like, who knew Bill Cosby had a son? And Kanye is 100% truthful. If most people knew what was really going on around them, both in the physical world and the spiritual world, they would absolutely freak out. Dr. Dre. Another celeb on Kanye's list is Dr. Dre, and according to Kanye, he's also sacrificed his son. His son Andre passed away back in 2008 from an accidental drug overdose when he was only 20 years old. He'd gone on a night out the day before, and he was found by his mother, dead from a heroin and morphine intoxication. But again, Kanye's claiming that Andre was actually sacrificed for Dr. Dre's success.
Dr. Dre, his son. You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing.
Someone commented, Dr. Dre used his son as a sacrifice to Satan to gain all that he has. Also, he is a secret homosexual. Another person said, Kanye said his mom, MJ dad, Dr. Dre's son, Bill Cosby's son, all got sacrificed by Hollywood. He wildin'. And the real crazy thing is that people think they can say he needs to be institutionalized for speaking his truth. Why does he make everyone so uncomfortable? God bless Kanye, the superstars. But Kanye didn't stop at Dr. Dre, because he then went on to name drop several other celebs, including Meek Mill, Diddy, Shaq, LeBron James, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. He claimed that he hadn't killed anybody, and that's why he couldn't be controlled by the powers that be. He didn't exactly come out and claim that these celebs had killed people, but the meaning behind his words was clear.
This truth is gonna be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozies, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail. They can control Shaq, they can control Charles Barkley, they can control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Not you, man.
But they can't control me.
Did he really just expose these celebs for being murderers? At this point, is there anybody in Hollywood who hasn't killed someone? The crazy part about this is that there were already a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding these particular celebs and their involvement in human sacrifices, especially Diddy, LeBron, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. Beyonce especially has been accused multiple times before of being a witch, being the queen of the Illuminati, and being involved in voodoo. As her husband, Jay-Z, has also faced the same accusations and speculations. So Kanye coming out with these bold accusations about how they have all allegedly killed people has served as a source of confirmation for people who already had their suspicions, especially since he used to be best friends with Jay-Z. Someone said, I believe it, especially when Beyonce talks about using the Bible's pages as the tampon. Evil controls both Jay-Z and Beyonce. She wouldn't be as big of a star if Aaliyah was still with us, but she was sacrificed. God bless you, Ye, for confirming the evil within these people. We love you, Ye. Stay safe. This other person commented, Kanye knows so much about everyone in the industry that they had no choice but to make him look crazy so no one will believe him when he exposes everyone. And another person said, I've been one of the greatest fans of Beyonce, but I'm no longer her fan because many times I sensed a glimpse of satanic vibes within her. People believe that the reason Kanye is just now speaking up is that he feels like he has nothing to lose. He's been blacklisted by pretty much all of Hollywood, lost his business partnerships, and also lost his billionaire status. So he's going down, and he's planning to take as many people down with him as possible. But is he going to succeed? Or is he going to be taken out like so many others before him? Only time will tell. But since you're here,